Okay, this is for Paige. This is how I do tracking with a big screen to look at it. So I'm going out now, one of my favorite spots, Hot Creek, geological site, and I've got my tracker and my screen and my camera and the tripod thing. Okay, so here I am arriving at my favorite spot up in Hot Creek geological site. I'm going to set up my tracker, and I've got a little, this is a bag that I made because I wasn't happy with most of the kind of the flexibility of a lot of other packs. It's got a whole bunch of dividable things inside, but it's a nice small size so I can hang it with my camera pack. And in there is the tracker and the screen and the other little bits. So we get that put on there. There's my Ioptron with the Williams wedge, which is great. Highly recommend it. And we're going to be pointing it around as though we're going north, which is usually the opposite direction of where I'm shooting the Milky Way. I think that should be obvious. Camera bag goes off. That goes on the ground. You know, I've started carrying around a little piece of tarp about that big to put my pack down because otherwise it picks up lots of stickers and thistles and things like that. So let's assume that I've already aligned this. So I'm putting my bracket on. This is another thing they tell you on the bracket. On the Ioptron, it comes mounted on this thing, but the center of gravity is much better if you switch it around and put it onto here. It wasn't very hard. You just move this little collar, screw it in, and put it on the top, and you're good to go. I'm gonna kind of skip over the balancing part of it. I often get away, since I shoot with a Z6, just fairly lightweight, I often get away with just this and don't need the counterweight. But I learned the hard way that nice stiff rod there is very important. If you put a 600 millimeter lens on, which only crazy people would do, it turns out the little DIY things I had failed badly. Got the camera up. All right, this is the Z6 with the 20 millimeter 1.8 lens, which is really nice and light. This is like half the payload capacity. So this even works great on a Nomad. And Christine, cover your ears. This print is available on my store. People can buy it if you want. Okay, you can take your ears away. Then anyway, now the fun part comes. This is a screen. This is the big screen. This is the biggest one I use, but this is really good. I believe this is one of the generic ones on Amazon, but I got it because it also has a nice cover to protect for travel. And then this is the little secret sauce I added. Some of these come with a Visa mount, what's called a Visa, to mount it to the wall. This is a little piece of 10 cents worth of plumber's tape, a couple little screws, and then a little backward screw put in. And that's the secret to being able to mount this. And then I like the cover because then I can just kind of slap it on there. Anyway, so that protects it. And then this is the other little secret. This is from Small Rig. It's just called a little utility clamp, but these kinds have a 1/4 inch tripod hole there. 3/8 inch tripod hole there, 1/4 inch tripod hole there. So doing this with a little 1/4 inch bolt, which wasn't very hard to find and shove in there. And then can you see? Spin. There, that's tight. This doesn't have to be super tight. All it's got to be is pretty much straight to help hold this on, right? So that's now on there. And now, can you see I'm going to put it on the leg? You see that? Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, so that's going on there, and it doesn't there. Kind of go there. It's now on there tight. I'm going to kind of rotate it around. So tight on the leg. This is fine if it wiggles a little. That's not... it's secure on the leg because of the clamp. If this rotates a little, it's in there plenty of threads. It's not going to come loose. And now the next thing you need is a usually these come with USB mini. That's a USB mini connection. This is a cheap cord, which is USB big, and it's just this is a little $2 adapter. So these work fine. As you know, you don't need a super long one. The signal, I think the default for this is an HD level signal. It doesn't need to be 4K. So normal high quality cables are fine. So that goes into here. Am I off the frame? Yeah. I'm learning how to do this. And then on my Nikon Z6, there's a little USB mini right here. Some cameras come with a full-size USB, and some come with a USB micro. So look it up. This mini seems to be fairly common with the Nikons. So that's given me the signal transmission. The next thing I need to do is the battery. Here is an Anker 2000 Elite, you need a battery that does PD power delivery. That's able to put out up to 60 watts of power. Most monitors are in that 40 to 60 watt range. The cheaper batteries will only do up to like 24 watts. They're usually not enough to power a large screen. But this is fine. This will even run a laptop. So this is just a little yard sale zipper case that I then took a little Velcro thing to stick on there. So I can now make it a little hanging case. Sometimes I like to get these padded because you do want to protect these batteries when they're traveling. Lithium's a little bit fragile, doesn't really like to travel that much. Anyway, I can now hang this battery on here. And now its little USB-C connector goes into the other little spot here. I've marked these with tape so I can see them at night. There we go. And now, let's make sure you can see everything. I'm gonna rotate it around a little bit. There, you can see everything. Yeah. Okay. And now this automatically came on when I put the battery on. It's not getting signal yet. Pull the cap off. Always remember to take the cap off. And pull on. And now I've got signal here and I've got signal here. So now I can go into here, set this on manual. Let's go ahead and point it at the stars. The whole idea is zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. And now I can watch that while I go focus, 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 focus. There we go. Did that work? Was that effective? And then you kind of want to recheck focus, this standard rule, every half hour, every 60 minutes, depending on the temperature changes, things like that. But there you go. I can now fire off a shot and then I'll get my, I believe this will show me the replay. Yes, it will. So this will do everything. And so this lets me see pretty much what I would see with a big magnifier. So it's the way I like to go. It's easy to carry, not a big problem. And I believe the last time I checked that battery, it was able to run this for about 4 to 5 hours. So thank you for listening.